Here's how you can make an extra $100,000 with your best friend. This is a hack that I've been thinking about a lot lately, and it is especially cool if you're just getting started or if you're starting over. Now, I want you to imagine and tell yourself who your best friend is and get ready and stick around because I'm going to also show you what you can do with your best friend if you can get this particular idea off the ground. Now, this idea and this strategy will work with almost any type of company. You've heard of co-founders before. You could do this with a tech company, an agency, a consultancy. But what I'm going to teach you about right now, today in this video, is a membership, a community that you build with your best friend. So the first reason that you want to do this is that you have shared interests and passions and that you're friends for a reason. Another reason is that you have a strong relationship now, and your relationship could be even stronger through this strategy. You already have this built-in trust and communication, this vibe that people like would pay for to have a co-founder like that. You also have complementary skills, most likely. Like maybe one of you is better at social media and the other one's better at accounting, or someone's better organized. That's usually the dynamic in a best friend relationship. There are a lot of things you have in common, especially shared hopes and aspirations. But then when it comes to like your skills, they usually complement each other. I see so many entrepreneurs who are solo entrepreneurs, and it is tough. I've invested in more than 200 companies in the last decade after being homeless 10 years ago. So I've seen a lot of companies. I've seen thousands of companies, and most of them start with one person, and it's a struggle for years. And if you could do this with your best friend, they would have that support. You would also could have this shared vision that you probably already have into doing something really powerful and impactful for a group of people. You can make the work could be more enjoyable because you're with your best friend. Imagine like you all together. What's your favorite song together? What's your favorite inside joke? That type of thing would really go far. And because we're talking about community and memberships, we're not talking about you having a huge team, at least at the beginning. So it really is like this fun environment that you could be in. Another reason that you'd want to do this with your best friend is you'd have increased accountability and you could also share in the financial investment. Even though what I'm going to teach you next does not require a lot of money at all. Here's what you're going to do step by step. Now, if you want to join me and others in doing this, so you bring your best friend and there are other people with their best friends, and we're all doing this together. I am teaching 1,000 people how to make an additional $100,000 in the next 12 months. The link is in the description below. It'll tell you exactly how you can sign up to Arlan's All Access for $100 a month only. And you could potentially make $100,000 over the next 12 months. I even have a guarantee that you're going to want to check out on that About page. Okay, your very first step. So if you don't want to sign up for Arlan's All Access, you're going to get all the information you need right here to get started. The very first step is you're gonna find, well, the very first step is you're gonna talk to your best friend and you're gonna show them this video and you're gonna start brainstorming together. So the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna pick out the niche that you both love. What's that thing that you're both passionate about that has a viable market? The next thing is you're going to set your clear financial goal and your growth goals. So you're going to put it pen to paper or type it out because you both want to be on literally the same page. You want to say, do we want to make $100,000 in the next 12 months? Do we want to make more than that? Would it be great just to reach within 2 years, $10,000 extra for both of us? Like, what is that goal so that you both can be clear? And you can also tweak this as you go along and get more information. The next thing, step 3, is you're going to leverage your strengths. Identify each other's strengths and divide responsibilities accordingly. Inside of Arlan's All Access, we do these great workshops to do this, to figure out what our strengths are and how we should divide them. But if you're working with your best friend, that's how you can get started right away. And then number 4 is you're going to choose the right platform. Okay, let me tell you a list really quickly of the platforms you can use. You can use Podia, Teachable, Kajabi, Mighty Networks. There's a lot more, but I'm going to tell you my suggestion is that you use the platform that I'm on. It's called School with a K, Skool. I am going to put the link down in the description. I have used Teachable I have used a little bit of Kajabi. I have used a little bit of Podia, a lot of Mighty Networks, Circle. There's more. I've used them over the years, like the last 4 or 5 years. But School has been the one that has been the easiest to navigate, the easiest for people to see each other, meet each other. And it's just been amazing, like mind blowing, the interface. So that's what I'm using now. And I would suggest that, especially if you're going to join Arlan's All Access, because Arlan's All Access is on School. And I'm going to be teaching you how to start your own money making community from your home with your best friend. And you don't have to spend a lot of money. It costs like $99 a month for the platform, but I can help you make a lot more than that per month. Number 5 is you're going to create a strong content plan, and we're going to dive deep into that. But that's what you're going to do because you're watching this right now and you're considering, if you're still watching at this minute mark, you're saying, okay, I'm going to get my best friend. I'm going to do this. Like you're considering all the things I'm telling you. So that's the type of thing that you can do for other people, especially if you figured out your niche. Number 6 is that you're going to launch with a personal touch. You're going to emphasize the fact that this community is built by best friends who are passionate about the topic. You're going to take that best friend relationship and leverage it. Leverage it. I know a group of 3 women in Australia who have an investing school and on the platform, and they make like almost $2 million a year because they teach women how to invest, but what they do is really like bring out their personalities and their dynamic, and that's why people are drawn to them. So that's how you're going to think about you with your best friend. Number 7, you are going to monetize this platform, of course. You're going to have exclusive content, paid membership tiers. Again, I teach you all of this in my school, Arlen's All Access. But these are things that I also teach for free on YouTube, step by step by step. Then you're going to make sure that you engage your members, you collaborate, and you're going to partner with other communities, groups, people. When you say influencers, it doesn't have to be somebody who has millions of views on TikTok. What an influencer could really mean for your niche is someone that it can teach them something, someone that can offer them some value, someone that they may know or may not know, but they can offer them value. And in School and in Arlen's All Access, what you can do is like set up a calendar of events. So start thinking through the events that you would want to set up that are virtual that you would want your members to be able to do. Maybe you have an office hours once a month or once a week. Maybe you have some sort of teaching that happens on every Tuesday, or some sort of like co-working situation where you just go live and people co-work with each other. There's all types of things you can do with Zoom, with work from, all types of cool things. And then you're going to take the dollars that you make. You may charge $20 a month, 30, 50, 100 or more. And you may have 5 people in the membership. And then the next month you have another 5. And the next month you have another 5 until you have like 60 people paying $50, $3,000 extra every single month. This is recurring revenue. Change those numbers. Let's say you could have 50 people paying $100 every month. That's $5,000 a month extra. But imagine if some people drop off because there's churn. That's what it's called, churn. But then more people sign up. So you get the first 50 people over the first 3 months or so. And then every month you add 20 people and maybe 5 people leave. Start doing the math on this. And I mean, you don't have to do $100 a month like I do. You could do $15 a month and get a bunch of people to sign up. And it's not what you want to do is you want to over deliver. You want to over deliver. Now, here's something that I think is so cool. If you're imagining with me, if you're daydreaming with me, if you brought your friend in, bring your friend over, or have them watch this video with you at the same time. These are things that you can do with your friend. If you have built your membership and you're having fun all week, you're having fun because you're answering people's comments and DMs, you're thinking of creative ways to give them value. And then let's say it's doing well. Here's some things that you get to do with your best friend when your company, your membership, et cetera, are doing well. You can attend industry conferences together. So there may be a conference that's really helpful to you. Like there are a few YouTube conferences that would help you build out your YouTube And that could bring more people to your community. So you're gonna want to go to that with your best friend, who is also your co-founder. You could host a meetup tour. So you let's say you have like more than 100 people in your community. They're all paying $30 a month, and you want to, it's been a few months and you want to see them in person. You could go to three, four, five different cities with your best friend, meet up at a coffee shop or meet up at a co-working space or at a movie theater, at a concert, and you could meet your members in person in certain cities. If you have hundreds of members or even thousands of members who are paying $10 each or $20 each or $30 each, we're talking about tens of thousands of dollars per month. And so you want to reinvest some of that money into making the experience amazing so that the people who are in it are retained. And then the people who don't know about it yet get to see all of this evidence and proof that you want to give them. You want to show them the receipts. Hey, we went to Chicago and met with 7 of our members in person, took them out to dinner. That is the kind of thing that brings people in. You also can collaborate on a podcast, like a special podcast series that you all do for your community, or a video series. Think about how fun that would be, and how fun it would be to kind of produce that. You could write a book together, even an ebook. You could write a book together with your best friend. You could develop and teach a course or a workshop or something that is, you keep adding to it. Like the more you think about this, the more ideas you're going to get. You could plan a retreat for some of your members that you host with your best friend. So you get to go to this amazing location or right down the street from where you live at a cool co-working office. Wherever it may be that, like, oh, I know this special theater, or I know this sports arena or this sports section that will rent things out. And you could have a retreat or a conference even with your best friend. And this is thinking in the future, right? This is like a few months from now, a year, a couple years from now, but it is something that is attainable. Think about what you were doing. And if in the comments you're still here and you're thinking through this with me, think about what you were doing 2 years ago. Where were you 2 years ago? It doesn't seem that far away. I mean, in some ways it is like a lifetime, but it doesn't seem that far back. Imagine 2 years from now, you're putting on a conference with your best friend because you have 1,000 members in your membership and you want 100 of them to come to the conference. That is reality. That can happen. It's happened to me. It's happened to so many people that I've worked with, and it could happen to you. You could develop an entire product. Like once you get your community and your membership together, the way that you can expand your empire, it has no limits. You could have, at the very least, like this is what I'm thinking of doing. Put it in the comments if you would buy this from me, if you think this is a good idea. I always talk about how I have my journal, and I have my own book that I wrote with me at all times, right? All times. And I tell you that in these videos, have those with you. I'm thinking about creating a journal that has like prompts for you and ways that I think through how to like what I do every day for people to buy. So you could have a journal. Let me know in the comments if that's something I should do, by the way. But you could have a journal. You could have a SaaS product, like an app. You could have all types of different things that you create. My mom started I'm looking at them right now. She started her own eyewear line in her 70s. I don't know if you can see this because of the blur, but she started her own eyewear line. She has 6 different eyewear pieces, and she didn't get to start that with her best friend, but I know that it would have been so much fun. So if you think about that, physical things, or it could be digital things that you could collaborate on. And then you get to celebrate these milestones because you're going to go through it. There are going to be some days that people don't sign up, and some days that you're like, wait a second, we lost like 4 people. I don't understand how we lost so many people in the next month. What could we do to make this better for them? Can we do an interview with them and ask them what would have kept them on, and then apply that for later? And of course, invite them back for, back to try it once you've done that. Those like tough times you go through are going to be countered by these major milestones. Like when you get your first member, I was alone. I was by myself and I got my first paying member into Arlen's All Access. And I was like celebrating. I was like, woo, this is so cool. I've raised $30 million and generated millions of dollars over the past 10 years. And getting $100 cha-ching sound that school makes made me so giddy. And I would have loved to celebrate it, but I did immediately. I called my wife and immediately told her, hey, this happened, but she wasn't here. But imagine you are looking at this with your best friend. So you're going to have those celebrations, you're going to have parties, you may take each other out to a dinner or take each other out to some sort of celebrate or give each other gifts, things of that nature. You can also travel for speaking engagements together, and you can also take this and launch a new venture together after you have really dominated this one. Do not start something brand new until you've at least been doing this for a year or more. I would suggest 3 years. There's a video called How to Make $100,000 in 30, I'm sorry, How to Make $1 million in 36 months on my channel. That's where I talk about sticking with something for 3 years and getting to the million. Now, the first year is the $100,000 goal. And I know that you can do this. So if you have a best friend and you want to share this with them, make sure you send this video to them immediately and you all get started. You both can join Arlen's All Access. When you get into the group, let me know that you're best friends that joined. DM me and let me know inside of the group. And if you don't have a best friend, it's totally okay. There's a video on my YouTube channel that says how to make 10 new business friends this month. And it's like a 5 or 6 minute video where I teach you how to have dinners and what we call salons, what are called salons, where you can bring more and more people into your orbit and you don't have to be alone. Also, there is you can do this, you don't have to do this in person, right? If you're looking for a friend, you can do it virtually. So I know a lot of people who leave comments on my videos don't have a lot of friends. And I understand that not everyone, obviously, but some people don't have a lot of friends or any friends that they believe are friends. And there's a way you can grow that. And I want you to know that. I want you to know that. So your friends in the comments, leave a comment, let us know who you are. And people are meeting each other in our YouTube comments every single day. I wish the best for you. I wish the best for you and your best friend. And I'll see you soon.